I do too.
How are you? Ready? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna get started with this so that we can hand everything back over to Jeannie. So I just want to quickly go over ethics in education. We are faced with ethical situations on a daily basis in many forms. So just wanted to got a few slides here just to kind of remind us of some things, get us thinking, and remind us of the ethical responsibilities that we have as educators in Florida. So ethics is, and I really like this word wall here because this word blurb here, I'm good. You don't mind? Thank you. I really like this word blurb here because it made me think, of course, those different words about what stands for ethics. So the biggest thing we hear ethics is that it's just based on morals, or doing the right thing. So of course here you've got a few more words as far as behavior, issues, concepts, being independent. Ethical is a big part of ethics, just another form of it. So these are just some things just to remind us about what ethics is. If you are familiar with this, and I spent a lot of time on this website, with this on this particular page, the Florida Department of Education actually spells out what our actual principles of professional conduct are for us here in Florida. It's broken up into different sections. So we have a responsibility to our students, and it spells it out for us. We have a responsibility to the public as educators, and then our responsibility to each other within our profession of education. So if you get a chance, take a quick look at it, refresh your memories if you've been to it before, but it's a good source. I've used it in all of my leadership classes, and even outside of it, just to kind of refresh my memory on what my responsibility is. So it warns you of those things that you need to do and you don't need to do, which brings me to the next slide. So we are an IB school, and of course, everything that we're doing as an IB school, it helps to promote that ethical behavior. I find myself in the classroom reminding my kids, continue, be open-minded or be respectful of others. I know that, the rest of us, we do it too. So those IB attitudes and attributes are good ways to, those are good words, buzzwords to help our kids with becoming more open-minded individuals, helping them to become ethical. So everything around IB, it already promotes them to behave more ethically. All right, and then we need, of course, to have an academic honesty policy. We do have an ethics pamphlet that was created by Ms. Tatum and other people, and it actually boasts this academic honesty policy. So some of those words that are highlighted here are the things that you want to have in that policy. So whenever we are trying to make sure that our kids are being ethical, and of course that comes with academic honesty, we want to make sure that whatever policy we're giving to them, it's transparent and fair. It tells them what their rights and their responsibilities are. It shows what is a good thing, what good practices are, what misconduct is, what actions come with it whenever good and bad happens. And then it teaches them how to actually implement that ethical behavior. So all of this is actually a part of the IB program. As you can see, it's quoted here. All right, so real quick at your tables, of course, we have to talk to each other. Out of your tables, what words come to mind when you hear the term ethical, and just kind of talk to each other for just about 30 or so seconds.
All right.
You don't have to share out. Just talk to each other about what. Okay. So to finish up, So to finish up, I just wanted to call your attention to some elements of global ethics. So since we are an IB school, we are trying to think global, we're trying to be globally minded. And so these are some things that whenever it comes to ethics, these are some elements that your policies and your curriculum and things should have. So you want to make sure you're hitting on human rights and responsibilities, democracy and civil society, protection of minorities, commitment of peaceful conflict resolution and fair negotiation, and equity within and between generations. So we want to make sure that as an IB school that, along with those ethics, that we are trying to make sure that we are not only thinking about our community here within the school, but that we're teaching our kids how to be ethical in a global expansion. All right, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.